I want to relate to you my experience with the 9010 med bed. I took the 8-hour session 2 nights ago, and I broke my stay with it for an hour and a half. An hour and a half with the med bed, half-hour break, hour and a half with the med bed, half-hour break, and then the rest all the way through. I had a list with me when I got into my bed of all of the physical ailments I had to be healed, as well as at the end I said maybe some psychological or spiritual aspects would be available to me too, as they said in the academy. I need to tell you, it was such an amazing time. I got in the med bed and I kind of set up and had books available, and I was going to be reading and figuring out how I'm going to spend my time. But when I activated the med bed, within minutes, I started to feel this sense of euphoria come over me. It felt really nice. And then the euphoria turned into almost a giggling session. I mean, I was laughing. I felt so good. That lasted for about 10 or 15 minutes. I got to tell you, it was a really nice time. And eventually that kind of settled down. And from there, I kind of just lay down in the fetal position, and I just felt really nice. I had this sense of being nurtured, of being secure, of being content. And I didn't move at all for an hour and a half. I just lay there, and I couldn't even think. I didn't want to think because it would take me out of this sense of euphoria that I was in. So I need to say that if, as Oliver said, if this quantum field is the lifeline or the cord, the pathway to the Creator, to God, the God is really a lot of fun and very loving and nurturing. So that was the best part of the experience. That lasted for an hour and a half. And then I got up, went to the bathroom, had a snack, came back, and the experience was there, but not as intense, or which I say is soft and sweet. And that lasted for about 20 minutes. And then I just started to pull out of it. And I thought about the physical aspects I needed to work with, which are some hearing and visual issues and some problems with my hip and prostate. Hip and the whole right leg have some issues with that. And I have to say, of the physical healing that I got was with my right leg. I had been unable to squat fully on my toes. My right leg would go into atrophy and pain immediately, and I have to bump up. And this has been like this for months. And I went to massage therapists and physical therapy, and it helps somewhat. But I have to tell you now, after this session, I got up and I squatted, and it hurt a little bit, but I got down on my toes on both feet. And I stood there and I said, holy moly, I couldn't do this at all. And now I'm doing it. So that was a good sign that I know it worked both physically for me. I mean, it still hurts a little bit when I do this, but nevertheless, I couldn't do it at all now, but I'm doing it. So I'm working with that. But I'd have to say the spiritual, emotional, and mental clearing or healing I got was profound. And I'm all for this. Thank you very much, 9010. Thank you for this experience.